Well, hello there, sweet people, and welcome to the Sweet K channel. My name is Katarina, and today we are going to be talking about hay fever, and I will show you 5 things which you need in order to survive a hay fever season. I'm somebody who suffers with hay fever myself. Also, I did work in a pharmacy for more than 9 years, so I do have more than plenty of experiences to show you and talk about hay fever stuff. Let's hop right into it and see what 5 items I cannot live without through the hay fever season and which shouldn't really be missing in your medicine cupboard. Let's start with antihistamine. This is probably the first thing which will come into your mind when you are suffering with hay fever. First aid or first thing which you want to use or try to relieve your symptoms. I currently have at home loratadine and cetirizine. I did film the video how to pick the right antihistamine for you. I will link it down below, so if you are not sure which one is the best for you, check it out. I usually am using loratadine, and this is relieving my symptoms perfectly. This year for some reason it doesn't work. It did work on the beginning of the summer. I don't feel that it's actually working for me now, so I just started taking cetirizine 3 days ago and my symptoms did go much better. So you never know, your body is constantly changing. I really don't know why we are reacting for different antihistamines differently. Usually my hay fever is fine during the summer, and usually I'm suffering in the spring and autumn. But this year something changed, something triggered my hay fever in the summer as well, and I think I will try and start to investigate it deeply and see if I will have a symptoms next year in the summer as well, and see what I can do about it. But this is the antihistamine first thing which you want to use and take. So as the antihistamine will generally relieve your symptoms, all of them, with the hay fever. Not probably 100%, you will still have some symptoms left, but it will get better. Your itchy eyes, runny nose, sneezing, and all sorts of similar things will get slightly easier and you will feel more comfortable in your body. My biggest problem during the hay fever season is blocked nose, and I do have another 3 products which are really dealing with this issue. Blocked nose is something which is irritating me a lot. I hate that feeling. I cannot sleep overnight. I hate breathing through my mouth when I sleep, so I want my nose to be working properly, and sometimes this is a problem. Usually what I have in my cupboard is a hypertonic seawater in a spray. I do prefer the Sterimar make because for some reason this one works the best. Sterimar, it's called congestion relief, but what you need is a hypertonic one, because seawater again comes in 2 different variations. You have isotonic and hypertonic one. I actually filmed a video about that as well, so I'll link that down below. But if you want, I would definitely go for the orange Sterimar. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I tried the different makes, and for some reason this one works the best for me, and I can feel the most of results by using this one. The others which I try different makes, they just like washed my sinuses from inside, but I don't know, they just didn't contain enough of salt, or I don't know what was the issue. It didn't touch my blocked nose and my congestion. So this is something what I always have in my cupboard. This is really helpful even in the winter when you suffer with a cold or flu or have a blocked nose. This is my go-to, and I love this product so much. It's natural, you can use it however often you want, for how long you want, and I absolutely love it. Next thing from a natural product is all-bath oil. Again, I have this one in my cupboard all the time because, as I mentioned, I hate sleeping at night with a blocked nose. This one I would just put straight onto my pillow. I don't really bother with the tissues or anything. I would use Sterimar before going to bed, and then I will put all-bath on both sides on my pillow, just in case I will roll from one side to another so I could breathe. And this combo will actually help me to go through the night, plus antihistamine of course, but those two are just my lifesavers over the night. Most of the times, 90% of the nights, this will work and I will go to sleep very nicely and happy. Sometimes for some reason they don't work. I think it's mostly on the beginning when I don't really take antihistamine all the time. I keep forgetting taking it. As I said, I didn't suffer before through the summer, mostly in the spring and autumn, so this is the time when I would take my antihistamines. But sometimes before the antihistamine will kick in, that takes sometimes about 2 to 3 days. Those two are just not enough, and I need some extra strength, some extra decongestant. And this is the time when I will just reach for some random decongestant, the chemical one from a pharmacy or from a shop. I don't really like using them. They are not great for your body, they are affecting your blood pressure, they are addictive, so I wouldn't recommend you to take them longer or use them for longer than 7 days. But in some rare cases when I'm really struggling and my natural option doesn't work, I would reach for the decongestant and I will use basically any of them. I think they usually have two different active ingredients, but they work the same. There is no difference really in action whatsoever. If you want to know more about the decongestant, check out the video which I will link for Sterimar. I did speak a bit more about it and I explain everything what's behind and why you shouldn't be taking it or using it for a long period of a time. Last product which I want to talk about are eye drops. Eyes are itchy, annoying, dry, feeling irritated during the hay fever. They are red and runny and all sorts of stuff coming with it, and I found amazing eye drops for hay fever and for dry eyes generally, and these are Hycosan Fresh. Hycosan eye drops are great and are one of my favorite eye drops out on the market, just because they don't contain any preservatives whatsoever. With the eye drops, most of the eye drops which you can buy over the counter or even the ones which you get on prescription, you can use only 1 month after opening, and this is because the preservatives which they are putting inside can only protect the eye drops and keep them sterile for 1 month after opening. And the preservatives are not great for your eyes anyways. I've heard some smart people talking about preservatives and how are they harming our eyes and how would they not recommend you to take eye drops for a long period of a time containing preservatives. And Hycosan is amazing. You can use them 6 months after opening. And how? Why? How? Because they invented a special bottle which is sealed, so no bacteria can actually get into the bottle and spoil your eye drops. So these are absolutely amazing. They are expensive. They cost more than any other hay fever eye drops. I think this one cost me £9 or £9 or £10. But you can use them for 6 months. Any other eye drops you have to throw away after a month. So we need to buy a bottle every single month, depending on how long do you suffer with the hay fever. They contain hyaluronic acid, which is lubricating and regenerating the protective barrier of your eyes. Also, the green one contains the extract from euphrasia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. It is plant extract which is helping your body, which is helping your eye to regenerate, or to regenerate the layer of the eye, which is protecting your eye, and pollen won't get in and irritate your eye. So they are really good and they will give you that instant relief. If you suffer with hay fever and you suffer with the irritated eye, you know what I'm talking about. They are not stinging or not creating any uncomfortable feelings as some eye drops for hay fever could potentially do, and I did experience some of them were not very comfortable to use. These ones are amazing. Some people might find it hard to use them just because you need to tip the bottle upside down and you actually need to press the top part in order to get the eye drop coming from the bottom. There is actually a protective cover. Some people with the arthritis might find that challenging and difficult, but the Hycosan made a special eye dropper or special thing which will help them to do it, and they will be able to rest it. It's complicated to explain it, but if you have good pharmacy, you just ask them and they should be able to provide it for you. But from all the eye drops available on the market right now, Hycosan Fresh is my very favorite because overall it's the most economical, it's the best for me, I love using it, and I will carry on buying it for as long as I will suffer with the hay fever. And this is it. These are the 5 most important things which I always have in my cupboard, and I'm always ready for hay fever. I use them all the time, every single day, not the decongestant one, but I have that at home just in case. I don't like to use it, as I mentioned, but I always have it in my cupboard. There is nothing really else what I am taking or using for hay fever, or what I would recommend to you. If you are suffering really badly, you should definitely speak to your doctor and see if they can refer you to a specialist, have a proper diagnosis done, and probably different medication which is available only on prescription. And that's basically it from me today. I hope that you found this video interesting and that you learned something and that I help you. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out other videos. As I mentioned, I will link the 2 related videos down below. Hopefully you will find the information which you need. I am uploading every week. Yes, every week. I'm looking forward to see you again. Stay tuned, stay watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.